Hello, bonjour. When I started this channel, I did speak about showing you pictures of how we renovated the cottage we live in now. It's taken me a long time to find the photos and get them in some sort of order. Unfortunately, obviously, because the photos, the only way of showing you is in a slideshow. But hopefully you'll get the gist of it, and it'll scratch that itch for those of you who have been curious. So here we go. Hopefully you enjoy, and again, any questions or anything like that, just drop me a message, drop me an email, whatever you like. Okay, thanks. This is the cottage when we bought it in 2004. Looks very sorry for itself. This is after it had been pointed, showing you from the gîte end. That's the state of downstairs when we pulled all the ceilings down from upstairs. They were insulated with soil. That's the back wall prior to doing the pointing that we did, and showing we had to block the windows with wood just to weather-proof it. This is showing you where the windows were installed. Again, back to the old windows. And I think there we've put some mortar in between the stones to stabilise it. This is showing again we've stabilised it with the mortar. This is one of the new windows that have gone in, but prior to the pointing. This window overlooks the neighbour's potager, or allotment as some would say. This is shown again, we've put the mortar in to support some of the stone. Another window. These are the windows at the back of the house. There, you can see them there now, where we've started to board. And the tiles are in at that stage. Now the insulation around the windows has been installed. That's the glue on ready for Duncan to put the plasterboard on. And there we go, all done and painted. We chose a nice yellow because it can be quite a dark house, so we need something cheerful. This shows the wall on the other side of the house with the old front door, and there used to be a toilet behind that front door. And that's the state of the beams upstairs. Well, after we'd knocked all the earth out. And the same here, that's showing the wall joists or studs. That's the old front door again. This is the acros holding the ceiling up upstairs just to be safe. It was perfectly safe though. And that's where Duncan and I dug a trench and put the metalwork in for the foundations for the partition wall. There we go, that's the wall that we built between us. This is the kitchen side of the wall, and the other side is the utility room side. There we go, there's the back wall again with the new partition wall up. I think we've also put stronger beams in at that stage upstairs on the roof, or ceiling, sorry, as well. This shows where we had some planks up there to walk on to work on the back wall. This is showing the landing flooring going in. And the old front door again. This is on the right is the main bedroom, and the landing as it was. This is the back bedroom. We were hoping to keep the shelf on the back wall and the one on the little windowsill, but we didn't. There we go, this is the new doorway in, which comes in from the living room to the hallway. This is the digger man. He had to dig out our flooring. There was very little room for that little digger. You can see how close the arm of the digger was to the ceiling. But look at the size of the hole. It was a little bit scary. There's his friend jumped on the digger now. More digging. So through that doorway is now where the staircase is. That's the old wall as it was, and look at the hole again. So much earth to move. And we found a lot of the stones for the fireplace in there as well, which was very handy. There we go, the wall's been pointed a bit more now. The metalwork and the damp proof membrane and the foam have now been put in, ready for the concrete. That's it, cement mixer pulled, turned up, or cement truck should I say, and the closer it got to the house the more worried we were he was going to knock the front of the house down. That's me supervising. And again working very hard. Aha. There we go, concrete down. Waiting for it to go off. That had to work very quickly because it was a very hot day that day and it was going off too quick. That's the fireplace as it was originally. There is it. I am cleaning out the stones, getting ready for pointing, brushing them down. I think that's where my carpal tunnel kicked in. That's the kitchen corner. Put all the equipment in the way. Duncan put that vertical beam in because it was a concern because the main beam is a little bit curved, so he wanted to support it. This is where, at this corner, Duncan and I were both doing the pointing. That's why there's a gap between the two, but he didn't do it for very long. I did 95% of it. There we go, a bit more done. Even further along, showing the fireplace in much better condition. Kept the old wood there, why wouldn't you? It's the original. So not quite in order, these photos, but it was very difficult to get them in order. That's showing where we're marking out where the new fire hearth is going to go. And they're some of the stones that we found that we could build it with. As luck would have it, as you can see, some of them did have straight sides on them. And that's showing one corner of it once it was finished and once the tiles were down and we pointed between the stone and the tiles. Duncan installed the chimney flue and put that roofing on it as well to tidy it, and that's how it looked much later on once we'd finished. And we've got a different fireplace now, or wood fire should I say. This is the metal studding in the dining room area. You have to use metal studding here for fire regulations. That's it after it was plastered, and that hole now is books. This shows the insulation that we put in behind the metal studding and plasterboard. There we go, that's the kitchen corner, now partially boarded and with the electrics going in on first fix. And this is the back all finished, ready for the yellow paint to go on. As you can see, the yellow paint on there. Electrics, main first fix of electrics ready, and that's it now with the second fix electrics. Gradually getting there. Because there was two different levels between the hallway and the living room area, we had to put a step in. And that's showing Duncan had to put sockets in stone. You can imagine how hard that was. This is the landing upstairs, flooring or joists going in. You can see the water tank in the utility room area, in that area there. This is where we started to tile the utility room. This is when we finally had a staircase in, we didn't have to go up the ladder anymore, and there's the wood cladding behind it on the wall. This is the landing as it was, very early on, cobwebs and all. There we go, the floor of the landing is gradually going in. The electrics are even more in. There's metal studding again. I say for insurance purposes you must use metal studding on the walls because it doesn't burn like wood does. This shows you the landing wall, and the corner is the small bathroom. And that's the pipe, the drain pipe actually, from the shower room and the other shower. That's the in front is the small bathroom. This is the tip where the new doors have gone in and the walls are nearly ready for painting. So that's the small bathroom, then the 2 bedrooms. The window seat taking place and the new flooring down. The little cubby hole we built there, which was going to be a window to give a bit more window light, but we blocked it in and put a wooden frog in there, of course. This is downstairs, utility room door and living room door, and we've now started to paint. This is the window seat done, apart from no curtains at the moment. It's a view from downstairs, upstairs showing that we've now painted green on the in the hallway. The wall by the stairs is green to a point, and then it goes to white stone, and that's the staircase up to the attic loft. We kept them open stairs so that we got a bit of light come through from the window, like in the hallway. And that's the view from the attic loft level. Now the window seat is done and curtains in and lighting, of course. So up those stairs is where my craft area is, and that's the living room door. A little hole in the wall there, we've built a little shelf thing there just for ornaments and for somewhere to throw your keys and your coins as you do as you come in. This part will probably only really interest the men or anybody interested in electrics. You can see there now it's all connected, all covered up, apart from the wood on the wall. This is the ceiling in the living room being insulated and boarded, and the electrics obviously going in as well. This is it all boarded prior to painting, and that's where it's up, painted, and obviously now the lights are working, and you can see we've had French doors now replacing the garage doors. More metal studding between the 2 bedrooms. So it's not a huge house, but those rooms are still big enough for us. You only need to sleep in them. There we go, this more metal studding, getting ready for the window. Insulation in, taped in so it doesn't fall back out again, which it did very often. That's the metal studding now covered with insulation and boarding. And obviously the floors are in. More boarding, more electrics. And more of my pointing. This is the wall that is between the landing and the bedroom, yet not yet been insulated or boarded. There we go, windows gradually taking place, or shape should I say. Lots of filling to be done on that. This is the back bedroom once it's had an undercoat on the walls. The back wall, another wall that I pointed. The window to the right overlooks that same allotment I was talking about. This is the wall getting out to the landing. Behind the left wall is where the small bathroom is. In that room now we've got a small shower and toilet and sink. It's made as a guest shower room really. There we go. getting further, and this is where I've been painting the boards for that back cladding next to the stairs downstairs. Now we've painted this room a nice yellow as well, nice bright colour to wake up to. You can just see across the square there. Windowsill in and bracket for new heater. This is the back bedroom. Finished with varnished floors, except all the wall lights have got to go up. And this is where we built an ensuite in the corner of the main bedroom. So it was starting to take shape there. This is back to the small bathroom where we installed a small shower there. There's the washstand. We put it in place to see how it was going to look before we put the actual main shower unit in. There we go, walls cladded, pipes ready for plumbing. Again, the nice yellow, and there we are. There's the shower installed. We didn't put a door on there because it was only us going to be using it, so it didn't really matter. Close up of the washstand. Duncan adapted that old washstand to take the sink and the plumbing and everything. And this is back in the small bathroom, showing the old mirror we've got up in there and the painted stonework. And this was my pride and joy at the time, my first ever chandelier. We've still got it and I still love it, but I would have liked something much grander. There we go, more or less finished room. Fireplace ready for ceramic fire to go in. It won't be used, but it will look nice.